Hello, everybody. Guess what? Today is Thursday. It's Thursday Thoughts with Merle and Patty. And who is here to, to be Thursday Thoughts? It's Patty Negri, the fabulous psychic medium, and Merle Singer, the relationship miracle worker. Together, we solve all the relationship problems in the world. So
Every one of them.
you have one question, please put it down at the comments. Let us know, either one of us, both of us, we will solve your problems.
Every one of them. We have been working together for years. We do teach a course, The Magic and Science of Love, a 3-week course for people really ready to find the right love for themselves. We're getting ready to start one if anybody's interested. We have a Facebook page for that, the Magic and Science of Love Facebook page. So we think everybody can have beautiful love if they so desire. So what are we talking about today, Merle?
If, by the way, that's what they wanted.
If
want, yes. So we're talking about today, we're talking about relationship boundaries. Now that's really, if I had you all here commenting back and forth, I would love to hear what your first reaction is to the thought of having boundaries. Some people go, oh, that's very constricting, and others can go, well, that's actually quite freeing, because as long as I know where I can be in this relationship, I don't have to worry. And boundaries are something that are highly individual. Um, and we talked about some of that this morning. And we talked with a male friend of ours.
Yes.
And boundaries came up with what kind of um, what's expected in terms of fidelity, in terms of how much of your time do you get, or when can I say, oh, by the way, I'm leaving for the weekend, uh, and it occurred to me what wasn't said, but also somehow was implied, was sexual preferences. Everybody has different boundaries, and so here's a good thing about boundaries that I see, and that is everybody should have them. I mean, you can't just be forced to do anything that anybody else thinks about. It's like being a gun moll or whatever, the partner of a gangster. No, 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 no. That's not what you want. You have boundaries. But if you have boundaries, make them clear in advance. What have you got to say, Pat?
Yeah, no, and again, now more than ever, right now, when we are most of us in quarantine, on lockdown, there's a worldwide pandemic going on. A lot of us are with our partners or our roommates or our family more than ever. So those boundaries, even if it's private time to yourself, space to yourself, it's highlighted right now. It's really highlighted. So some people don't do it, and a lot of that is because their own self-respect, their own, more than anything else, self-worth issues, like, oh, I don't deserve to say what I need. Yes, you do. Just get over it. Yes, you do. Our friend today, our male friend, very wise male friend, was talking about, I liked his idea of hard and soft boundaries. The soft boundary is, I won't eat seafood, but I'll go with you to the restaurant. A hard boundary would be, I will never be near seafood next to you. So that's a way to look at it too. I like that one.
That is good. That is good.
Yeah. So is it with time and space? How many times they check in, don't check in? What is it you're needing from them, boundaries? What is it you need for yourself, boundaries? And I like what you were saying, Merle, about, again, it gives you a place to know. It makes it easier to know, okay, this is where we live within. If you have to break with that, talk about it. But it takes away the uncertainty.
And when COVID has taught us Um, and this will make a difference even after when you're with somebody for a lot of time and you're in a small space. You have a one bedroom apartment. Who gets the bedroom? Uh, if you have one desk, best to make two desks.
Out of it. Even here's your
Yes, need to have, and if you have one desk, then you have separate hours. So you create space. So boundaries is a matter of space, spatial space, and time space. Boundaries. So everybody needs some time to themselves. Uh, and I think for people that don't always verbalize it out loud, the bathroom is often their space to themselves. While I'm here, leave me alone. Never mind, I'm reading a book.
right. If the door is closed, it means this,
That's it. That's it. So, um, and that's, and having that, giving yourself that permission is freeing. You don't have to worry, is he coming in? Is she coming in? Uh, but if the door is closed, it means that if I'm at the desk and my back is turned, it means she's involved, he's involved. You can create the signals that are a part of the boundaries. But it's really, I think it has a lot to do with how successful your partnership will be. And the other boundaries that we didn't talk about, but uh, would have to do with financial boundaries. How much, are you allowed to spend on whatever you want? How do you deal with two, two, two salaries? How do you combine them?
Yeah.
Different people have different solutions to that, but there are boundaries. You can't just do whatever you want, and that has to be said out
Unless you have that boundary already set up that this is mine and this is yours and we do what we want. Again, that's setting up what your parameters are. It's all
loud.
about parameters and boundaries.
That's it. That's it.
That's
Yeah,
it. Have we solved problems of the world again?
we
You know,
have. It's
wow, that's good. Yeah.
so I think we should talk about our class before we have our magic time at 11:11.
Okay.
We do have a class coming up Monday, and it's the magic and science of love. Ooh, 3 secrets to finding the perfect partner for you. And as I always like to say, the perfect partner, not the perfect person, because none of us are perfect.
Right.
Well, well, Patty and I,
Yeah, we are
but
perfect. And you are
everybody.
perfect, but nobody else is. Yeah.
So,
But finding, what you want, looking at we look at old patterns, why you always pick the wrong girl or the wrong guy, why you think with perceptions you have, thought patterns you have.
and we
We
give
look
you
at
little hints that will tweak. Oh, yes. Patty has a very nice shirt on today,
it seems
making
like
her.
appropriate day to wear. Yeah. Not that we get political or anything, it's just a shirt. Ha. Fashion statement.
So, if you
So
want,
join us if you have interest. We have a Facebook page, The Magic and Science of Love. You could go, all the information and sign up is on Merle's website, which is Relationship Miracle Worker.
relationshipmiracleworker.com/workshop/ that there's a slash at the end and it gets you right there. So if you're interested, look look at our Facebook page or look at the workshop and see if you're interested. And then, you know what? We're just starting Facebook page. So you can
Introduce yourself.
introduce yourself.
Yeah, we haven't been active with it at all. We decided to, as of this morning, to change that. We want your comments and thoughts and questions and suggestions all the way. And you could even suggest things for this, for Thursday Thoughts, since this is a relationship-based a
It's
morning
11,
live.
11.
So
11, 11.
it's 11:11. Okay, all right. That 11:11. It's magic hour. It's angel hour. It's make a wish hour. It's all those things we've turned 11:11 into, and it's a time we usually take just a moment to go inside for a second. I always state, not if you're driving, not if you're operating heavy machinery, but if you're not, just take a deep breath, close or glaze over your eyes, take a deep breath in. And I want you to think about your day-to-day life just for a second. Any comfortable spots, uncomfortable spots. Now look at boundaries. What kind of boundaries do you have set up? Do you have boundaries set up? Are there places in your life, either your work situation, maybe you could use better boundaries that are within your work constraints, in your wherever, however you live with, friends, family members. Boundaries can even be your best friend who calls too often, who relies too much energy on you. You know, maybe that needs to be a conversation, gentle, loving, but a real conversation. So look at what's in your life where you have set up some kind of belief system and boundaries, and maybe where you haven't, and maybe you could. And how pretty easy that would be to shift that if those other persons or people actually knew you had desires and boundaries. It's usually what it is. So think about it. Think about you actually changing, having that conversation, or saying to your work partner, you know, when I'm at my desk, I prefer if you don't come talk about the gossip over here. I need this. I need this. Not you can't do that. I need this. I need to be able to focus when I'm sitting at my desk working. I need privacy when I'm on the phone with my mom. Think about that and how easy it is to shift. And then just for a second, go there like you've already asked for that or had that conversation, and how much better or just easier or more pleasant or more productive your life is. Easy, easy. And on that note, take a deep breath and come back and go back to your day. Easy, easy as you allow it. Right, Merle?
Absolutely. So make sure to go to our Facebook page, Magic and Science of Love, or relationshipmiracleworker.com/workshop/ and check out our class. The rest you'll do. We'll tell you more about it next week, Thursday, because this is Thursday Thoughts with
But
Merle
wait,
and Patti.
what do we want them to do in about 45 minutes or so, Merle? Come right back.
Guess what? Come right back here because it's going to be Merle's Pearls. I have a topic we're going to talk about. The 10, the top 4 must-haves in relationship. I have just 4 things that if you have them in a relationship, you've got yourself a good relationship. Want to know what they are? Check out at 12 noon. I'll be right here.
Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern and everywhere else in the middle. So thank you for coming. If you like us, come back next week. Come back at 12, 3. Tell your friends. Go to our Facebook page. If you don't like us, tell us why or what we could do better. Or we really want to know what suggestions you have for us to talk about.
Yes, I would like that. Yes. Meanwhile, bye, everybody.
Bye.